5 free plays coming right up for Tuesday, June 24th. Highly touted pitching prospect Chase Burns makes his big league debut tonight for the Reds against the Yankees, no less. How should you bet on that game? I have found an answer for you. Plus, soccer makes its return to the program as I have a play in the Gold Cup, Canada against El Salvador. Of course, if it's Tuesday, that means you're also able to get my top play at WagerTalk.com for only $5. I'm on a 37, 19, and 1 all sports run right now. That's number one at the site over the last 30 days. I've won 66% of my bets since May 24th, up 66.5 units during that time. I now rank number 2 for the year at WagerTalk in terms of net profit. Very proud of that. So tonight, top play being available for only $5. Seems like a pretty good deal to me, guys. Head on over to wt.buzz/BP to pick that up. Now, to the free plays. As I'm going through them, a reminder, smash that like button whenever you do agree. I would appreciate that support. Also, feel free to comment with your opinions on the plays, whether they're positive or negative. I don't mind. Let's start in Major League Baseball. Our first play, Toronto Blue Jays. They've taken the early money for tonight's matchup with the Cleveland Guardians, 6:40 Eastern at Progressive Field. Blue Jays open -105. Now there's high as -126 on the money line, depending on your book. I think DraftKings is the high man here as I look at the WagerTalk odds screen. Yes, they are. I agree with the line movement in this one. Again, as I've been saying for weeks now, Cleveland's a below-average baseball team, gang. 4 hitters in the everyday lineup are hitting below 200 for the season. Only 2 guys above 250. That's why, as I mentioned on the morning wager a few days ago at Progressive Field, those of you who live in Cleveland or have been to the ballpark recently know this, they're showing OPS on the scoreboard right now, not the Guardians' batting averages. This team has scored more than 4 runs in a game just once in June, and it's the 24th day of the month. So look for Toronto to take the opener of this 3-game series. Number 2, 7:10 Eastern, the Braves and Mets meet again at Citi Field. Braves won yesterday's series opener by a score of 3-2. If you caught my appearance on Wager Talk today with Andy Lang, then you know I said to bet the Braves to stay under their team total of 4.5 last night. So even though they won the game, I was still correct. For tonight, let's play the 2 teams to stay under 9 runs for the full game. The Mets' offensive struggles are well documented at this point. They've scored just 31 runs total their last 10 games, and that includes one game where they scored 11. Their only win in that 10-game stretch. I don't like their chances here facing Spencer Strider, who's allowed just 1 run while striking out 21 batters his last 2 starts. Now, we'll need Atlanta not to score many runs here as well, but considering they're 5-0-1 to the under their last 6 games, I don't think that should be that big of a concern. Number 3, Chase Burns. As I mentioned at the top pitching prospect in the Cincinnati Reds organization. He will be making his big league debut tonight at 7:10 Eastern, and he will do so against the New York Yankees. What do we know about Burns? Well, he was the number 2 pick in last year's draft. He made 13 starts in the minor leagues. That's across Class A, AA, and AAA, and has allowed just 13 runs in 66 innings pitched. So how should we bet this game? Well, with Burns being a bit of an unknown commodity, certainly profiles like he's going to be a quality starting pitcher, but we don't know. Let's take him out of the equation. What do you say? And let's just bet the Reds to go over their team total, which is set at just 3.5. The Reds have scored 4 more runs in 9 of their last 10 games, and will be facing a Yankees starter in Carlos Rodon that has a 4.70 ERA in June. So Reds over 3.5. Last one for MLB today will be Cubs Cardinals under 9, 7:45 Eastern. The Cards did win 8-2 yesterday, but don't see them scoring anywhere close to that same number of runs again tonight. They face Jameson Taillon, who has allowed 3 runs or less in 8 of his last 10 starts. Not the last one, but 8 of the previous 9 he had. Meanwhile, the Cubs may be the second highest scoring team in all of baseball, but they're facing Michael McGreevy, who has been quite good in 3 starts, giving up just 5 runs in 20 innings pitched. I like the under there. Now let's talk some soccer as Canada faces El Salvador this evening in the Gold Cup, 10 p.m. Eastern on FS1, so you can watch this one if you'd like. El Salvador has yet to score a goal in 2 matches. That's not good. Canada has conceded only 1 goal, and that was a stoppage time equalizer their last time out. With Canada needing a win tonight in order to guarantee a first-place finish in Group B, let's bet them to win 2-0. For those not familiar with this particular prop, that means we need 2 things to happen. 1, Canada must win. 2, El Salvador cannot score a goal. I think that happens. Canada will win this 2-0. I think 1 goal from the Canadians, at least, is likely, but they're not going to give up any, so that should do it. Recap time here on the Power 5. Number 1, I like the Toronto Blue Jays on the money line in Cleveland. Number 2, Braves Mets under 9 tonight. Don't think there's going to be a lot of scoring at Citi Field. There generally isn't a lot of scoring at Citi Field where, oh, by the way, I should have mentioned this. Mets still ranked near the top of baseball in fewest runs per game allowed at home. So that's another reason to like the under there. Number 3, Reds team total over 3.5 against the Yankees. We'll see what we get out of Chase Burns, but he's out of the equation for our bet. Let's just bet on the Reds to score some runs. 4 is not a lot. Number 4, Cubs Cardinals under 9. I think it'll be a lower scoring game than last night. And then number 5, in the Gold Cup, little soccer, Canada win 2-0 against El Salvador. Again, comment down below with your thoughts on those selections. Always enjoy the feedback here on the WagerTalk YouTube page. Remember, my top play for Tuesday is available for only $5. It is a MLB shocker. Again, number 1 capper last 30 days, number 2 for the year at WagerTalk with a 37-19-1 all sports run plus 66.5 units. Last night was only a 1-1 split for us in Major League Baseball, but still turned a slight profit because we had a major score with the Nationals who were plus 152 on the money line. That was our winner. The Twins, they stunk, our best bet, but we still made just a little bit, the tiniest of profits, thanks to the Washington Nationals coming through in a major way against the Padres. I've got another underdog set to shock the books on Tuesday. Again, only $5 to get on board. What are you waiting for? That does it for the show today. I'll be back tomorrow with another edition of the Power 5. Remember, click subscribe, and until next time, let's cash some tickets.